and welcome to another Top 5 Wednesday and my first video post Vlogmas. I do have a haul that I need to film, but today we're going to be talking about the top 5 books of 2015 for me. So I have managed to think of 5 books, though there were a lot of books I would love to have included in this list. I could only choose the ones that really stood out, and these are the 5 I have. So, coming in 5th place is something that should come as not much of a surprise if you know my reading tastes, and that is The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan. This is book 1 in the Magnus Chase series, and it deals with Norse mythology, and it was just really fun. As all, Rick Riordan's books, it was funny, action-packed, fast-paced, and just generally a really good time. That's something I do really love about his writing. It's just such a wonderful time. And he has 3 books coming out next year that I want to get. So I'm sure he'll make it onto my list basically every year. But this is in 5th place for this year. In 4th place, we have the Monument 14 trilogy by Emily Laybourne. I read this right at the beginning of this year and it's really stuck with me. It's just such a good dystopian. The characters are just so good and I just loved it so much. Basically there's a massive thing that happens and a bunch of kids are stuck in a mall in this one and it just goes on from there. And as I've said before, the 2nd and 3rd books have the best dual perspective, so this takes the 4th place. Then, coming in 3rd position is A Storm of Swords and the entirety of the Song of Ice and Fire series, but I chose this one specifically because it was just stunning. These are really big books and this one has such a lot happen and it's just so good. I think the series as a whole is amazing, much better than the TV show, and it is agonisingly slow but so beautifully written and so well developed. It definitely deserves my 3rd spot. And coming in 2nd place is a book that I seem to be mentioning more and more frequently, and I don't think it will surprise many of you that it is Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. It just stuck with me, okay? It just stuck with me so well. This has 3 protagonists, and the main protagonist, Riordan, he undergoes the Shayad, which is meant to transform a normal person to an Elantrian, who are these deity-like creatures that live in Elantris, but Elantris is dying, so he becomes this decrepit form, and it deals with that, and it has so much political and religious themes, and they're just so well done. Makes me so happy. I just can't wait to reread this book at some point, and just get the rest of Brandon Sanderson's books, because I'm sure they're going to be amazing. And finally, coming in at number 1. It's not going to surprise any of you, and honestly, it doesn't surprise me that this is the standout book for this year. It just took me to another world, and there's just something so beautiful about it, and that is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I just adore this book. I really, really love it. I loved Armada, but this one is just so well done, and it just follows such a cool storyline, and I need to reread it because I read this in February, and it's been 10 months. That's quite a lot to keep all of the details in, but it was just so good. It just follows Wade, who is living in this really slummy place and spends all of his time in the Oasis like everyone else on Earth, because Oasis is the virtual reality world. And there was a clue left by the creator when he died that leads to an Easter egg that basically leads to another clue and another clue, and it goes on from there. But he finds the first clue and the world just goes to shit because he found the first clue. And it was just phenomenal and I love it so much. And yeah, this definitely takes my top spot for this year. I think I could say that certainly. Whilst there are plenty of other books I would love to have included on this list, like Queen of Shadows, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe comes to mind. The Young Avengers comic books, they were really, really good. So there's a lot of books this year that have really stood out for me. And I'm happy that I got to read 103 books. So, So that is my Top 5 Wednesday video. As always, there will be a link to the Goodreads group in the description. And I will have another video up soon. So, goodbye.